Welcome to Sciencera. In this video, I will be discussing some of the exam's true and false question, which is from the module FIS2602. It is called respiration and excretion. I'm not going to go in details, just going to tell you whether it is true or false. Let's begin. The brain's respiratory center consists of two major pairs of nuclei located bilaterally in the pons and medulla oblongata. This is true. In the thick ascending loop of Henle, the movement of sodium across the luminal membrane is primarily mediated by a one sodium, 2 chloride and 1 potassium co-transporter. This is true. Erythropoietin regulates the production of red blood cells in the bone marrow. Again, it is true. Flow is proportional to the pressure difference between 2 points and directly proportional to the resistance. This is false. Each kidney contains approximately 1 million nephrons. True. The process by which kidney synthesizes glucose from the amino acid and the other precursors is called glycogenesis. This is false. Boyle's law states that there is a direct relationship between the pressure of a gas and the volume of its container in a closed system. This is false. Cyanosis refers to the bluish skin induced by excessive amount of deoxygenated hemoglobin in the skin in the capillaries. Again, it is true. Total compliance of a both lung. In the normal adult, human average about 200 milliliters of air per centimeter of water transpulmonary pressure. This is true. Medulla is the outer layer of kidney. False. Outer zone of medulla comprises the loop of Henle, collecting duct, and vasa recta. This is true. In a situation where the resistance is double the alveolar pressure, the bulk flow will also be doubled. False. An elevated carbon dioxide level shifts the oxygenated dissociative curve to the left, while it decreases its decrease shift to the right. This is false. It's other way around. A patient presented to hospital with dizziness due to the diuretics. Following clinical evolution, it was found that he has fluid abnormalities as demonstrated by a sodium level of 90. A fifth-year medical student was asked to give a diagnosis, and he conducted that the patient is likely to suffer from hypnotremia. This is true. Each human kidney has approximately 1,000 nephrons. This is false. Neurogenic dyspnea occurs when a person's state of mind is impaired despite having a normal respiratory functioning. True. The right kidney is slightly lower than the left one. True. A 50-year-old man who took part in study that evaluates the efficacy of a new therapeutic drug has a serum creatinine of this, urine creatinine of this, and the urine output flow of this. Then his approximate GFR is 62.5 milliliter per minute. This is false. Elastic forces of the lung tissue are determined mainly by elastin and collagen fiber. True. Balance of hydrostatic and colloidal osmotic forces acting across the capillary membrane determines the glomerular filtration rate. True. Conducting airway zone defends against microbes, toxic chemicals, and other foreign metals. This is true. A primary renal tubular site of aldosterone action is on the principal cell of the cortical collecting tubule. Again, this is true. Hemoglobin is the fraction of the blood composed of the RBCs. Again, it is true. Flow is proportional to the pressure difference between 2 points and directly proportional to the resistance. False. Hyperventilation exists when there is an increase in ratio of carbon dioxide production to the alveolar ventilation. This is false. Before we move on, I just want to remind you these notes are available on Stuvia for you to download on my page called Sciencera Tutors. Let's continue. Smallest compartment of a body fluid, also known as a transcellular fluid. This is true. Boyle's law states that there is a direct relationship between pressure of a gas and the volume of its container in a closed system. False. Tubuloglomerular feedback mechanism consists of efferent and afferent atriolar system that acts together to control glomerular filtration rate. False. Most important muscles that raise the rib cage are sternocleidomastoid muscles. True. Pulmonary surfactant is secreted by type 1 alveolar cell. False. They are secreted by type 2. Principal cells reabsorb potassium and secrete sodium. True. Most nephrons are located in the renal medulla. This is true again. The thin segments of descending loop of Henle is highly permeable to water. Again, it is true. Physiological shunt occurs when the ventilation perfusion ratio equals infinity. False. Respiratory center of the brain consists of two major nuclei. We did it before. True. Net diffusion of gas occurs from a low concentration area to a high concentration area. It is false. This is other way around. Total compliance of both lungs together in a normal adult human average about 200 milliliters of air per centimeter of water transpulmonary pressure. This is true. This was all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe for more. If you want me to make any specific video on the specific topic, do mention it in the comment. Thank you.